Hey, can you hear
Don't
me?
move. This is Warrenvale Police.
There's a person lying on the floor here. I need help, quickly. What? How can that be?
Is this the man?
Yes, this is the crazy guy who has been chasing me the whole damn time and won't leave me alone.
What's going on here?
The horror genre is a treasure trove of spine-chilling experiences, yet so many gems remain overshadowed or undiscovered. These games, which are often overlooked, deliver unique scares, gripping narratives, and atmospheric brilliance that rival or even surpass their more famous counterparts. From indie masterpieces with innovative mechanics to forgotten classics with hauntingly immersive worlds, these hidden horrors are waiting to be unearthed, whether you crave psychological dread, visceral terror, or something eerily unconventional. These underappreciated titles promise to linger in your mind long after the credits roll. Do you dare explore the shadows and discover what you've been missing? Indie horror games captivate players with their unique approaches to storytelling and gameplay. Unlike mainstream titles, indie developers often embrace creative risks, creating unsettling atmospheres, unconventional mechanics, and deeply personal narratives. Limited budgets drive innovation, leading to minimalist visuals, sound design, and psychological tension that heighten fear. The intimate scale fosters immersive, relatable experiences as players explore chilling themes often overlooked by larger studios. This ingenuity and emotional depth make indie horror a compelling and refreshing escape for genre enthusiasts. These underrated games masterfully blend eerie atmospheres, unsettling narratives, and pulse-pounding gameplay to deliver unforgettable scares. From psychological to survival, these titles have flown under the radar but deserve the spotlight for their ability to haunt your nightmares.
No, this can't be real. This is just a stupid simulation.
The atmosphere is one of the most important things in any game, but even more so in the horror scene. In my opinion, if this is a miss, it throws off the entire vibes of the game. Tons of indie developers completely smash this, one of which being Just Tom Cook. One of their most memorable games is one known as The Cursed Tape. The game puts players into a new terrifying reality where someone slips a mysterious tape under your door. Upon placing the videotape into the VCR, you're transported into a whole new nightmare. Stuck inside the video, you have only two options: admit defeat, or you can brave the horrors hiding in the darkness. As you traverse through the world, the tension increases with every noise. Find your way through this bizarre building and find your way out. With jump scares and potential dangers around every bend, will you survive and escape? Sound design is another huge part that needs to hit for a memorable horror experience. Well-placed sound effects can transform a not-so-scary encounter or jump scare into a body-numbing experience. A great example of the way to do it is the developer Amica Games. Their titles always have you on the edge of your seat with a bead of sweat and a lump in your throat. I'm Counting to 6 is one of my personal favorites from Amica Games. On your travels to visit your grandfather, you turn onto an old road. The thick fog causes your character to get into an accident. Luckily, you stumble upon a small village. In search of help, you start to get an uneasy feeling that this place isn't quite right. With no one in sight and houses seeming empty, you press on. Having no choice but to break into a home to find a working phone, terrors begin to happen and your gut feeling turns out to be correct. Being stuck in this house with no escape, you must solve puzzles to get out. The gruesome story of the events that took place slowly unfold, making your body fill with goosebumps. How can you survive this terrible encounter? File Destined takes you on a crazy journey. Take control of Oliver on his last case. This title has beautiful graphics and will mess with your mind completely. Take your time investigating the crime scene. Gather as many clues as possible. Each thing you find may lead you to the truth you seek. Find out who was responsible for one of the most closely watched murder cases in the country. Complete puzzles to unlock access to more parts of the world. Be careful though not to spend too much time in the darkness, as evil may reside here. In the end, the truth may be quite disturbing and different than what you expected.
Shut up, damn baby. That's enough. I want to get out of this damn place.
Psych has such a great story and an even better twist of events. Without spoiling anything, just know you'll be in for a ride the entire time. Players take control of Alexander Green, an individual who was in an accident, and you must find out what truly happened that day. An emotional, thrilling, and unforgettable story divided into 5 chapters. You start with plans to meet your sister at the park, but things don't go as you thought. Solve puzzles, find secrets, and enjoy a narrative journey with amazing voice acting, atmosphere like no other, and stunning graphics with optimized performance. Can you aid Alex into uncovering his truth? Have you ever been in the woods and felt like something is watching you? The hairs on your neck standing up, but you see nothing? Well, that's the setting of our next game. Slender Man returns, more terrifying than ever. You're on your own, no one to help you, no one to hear you scream. Relive the horror all over again. A complete visual overhaul, new chapter, and quality of life improvements. Explore the forest and see if you can take this creepypasta head on. Let's take a moment to shift gears and talk about one of the main themes these games tend to utilize to terrify the player. Can you guess it? If you guess psychological, then you, my friend, are correct. This style heavily focuses on drawing out your emotions to connect you with the character, as well as messes with your sanity, leaving you asking questions of what is real and what is not. This style of horror game can be very triggering for some gamers, so I urge you to do some research to ensure that the game will not affect you in that way. From drug abuse to suicide to mental health issues, the stories can have insane twists and turns around every corner, with the story unfolding to reveal the truth of what is happening. Getting into the bread and butter of this genre can make or break the entire game. I don't think I speak for myself on this topic, but if there is too many jump scares, the game falls flat. It makes it so you completely expect them to happen and takes the fear out of the game entirely. On the other hand, if the jump scares are perfectly timed, it can create a memorable moment that you may laugh or cry about after the fact. A great indie horror game will have all the previously mentioned pros and utilize everything. Pairing that with a surprising moment will be a sure way to cause cheek-clenching moments you'll remember for a lifetime. Next up is Faint Call, a psychological horror game about a police officer investigating a distress call from someone at a notoriously cursed house. The curse originated when a family moved into the house and their joy turned into terror on the first night when they were brutally murdered. During the investigation of the heinous crime, the police found all the family members deceased. Years later, though, a brave vlogger decides to check out the place after hearing its curse. Seeking content, he decides to stay there overnight. Strange occurrences begin to take place and regret sets in. The game has a VHS-style overlay which makes it even scarier. Will you be able to find the vlogger in time, or is it too late? Take part in a one-man investigation and solve the mystery of your brother's disappearance. Find out the truth by exploring unsettling liminal locations. Discover the story chapter by chapter, with each one unveiling their common tragedy. Your personal investigation leads you into an abandoned medical facility. Gradually, you discover its disturbing past, as well as what happened to people associated with it. Delve into the memories of the people associated with your brother's disappearance. Experience the unexplainable, survive the unimaginable, and put the pieces together.
This place is something else. This forest feels endless. It's like a scene straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah. I don't know, James. This place is giving me the creeps. Are you sure about this?
Come on, you know this is what we do. Besides, our followers are gonna love this. The more haunted, the better. I heard some strange stories about this place. Like people seeing figures in the woods.
Are you serious? James, maybe we should get out of here.
No, we need to capture this. It could be something big. Imagine the views. If it wasn't for the curse rumors, this would just be another abandoned house. It's the stories that make it interesting.
Look, I think that's the house, up on the left.
You are James Davidson, a fearless content creator who specializes in exploring abandoned, creepy places and capturing every unnatural detail. Your adventurous spirit and insatiable curiosity have earned you a large and dedicated following on social media. One day, one of your viewers sends you a message suggesting that you visit a remote location in South Carolina for your next trip. Despite your initial skepticism, the mysterious aura surrounding this place piques your interest, and you decide to take a closer look. Upon your arrival, you quickly discover that the location has a dark and sinister history. Determined to uncover the truth, you venture deeper into the location, armed with your camera and a thirst for adventure. But as you delve deeper into the dark and creepy environment, you soon realize that there is more to this place than meets the eye. The spirits of the murdered family members are not as harmless as you initially thought.
Ryan, are you okay?
Why? Why didn't you help me?
0 new messages. 1 old message.
Hey Kate, it's CR again. I hope everything's okay. I know there's been a lot to take in and wrap your head around. It'll be good when Lauren gets there to help you sell the house. Take a little load off your mind. Give me a call when you get the chance and we can talk. Take care.
Press 1 to delete. 2 to return to the main menu.
Indie horror games push boundaries by embracing experimental mechanics, impressive storytelling, and unconventional aesthetics. With creative freedom unbound by mainstream constraints, developers tackle taboo themes, psychological depths, and innovative gameplay. Their limited resources often inspire atmospheric designs and raw narratives, fostering immersive, unsettling experiences that redefine horror and challenge player expectations. Indie horror is a super unique, and sometimes these mind-blowing experiences can create a love that other genres cannot. They keep you dialed in, making you want more scares, more depth, more chaos. Indie horror games remind us that fear thrives in creativity, breaking conventions to leave unforgettable impressions. As the screen fades to black, their chilling tales linger, providing that the scariest stories are often those that defy expectations. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you love everything horror. Feel free to take a look at some of our other horror content here and here.